I ain't hearing shit. I'm the man in the mirror, is you hearing this? Self-therapy, be my own therapist. Self-therapy, self-therapy, self-therapist, be my own therapist. I'm the man in the mirror, I ain't hearing it.
Gotta talk to myself, cause I don't know who to trust. Got a lot to discuss, nobody dying but us. Every day it's a plus, they don't wanna see me win. The type of shit I'm on, you never see the shit again. Fuck the fake and pretend, I'm my own.
Self while I'm listening, teach myself, reflect on everything that I've done. I can't be myself, be my own therapist, got my own remedies. Back and forth struggle with my soul, is you hearing me for sure? I get stronger from the things I endure, from the couch to the chair, from the ceiling to the floor. Self-therapy, be my own therapist. Talking to myself while I'm hearing it. It's just me, myself, and I ain't hearing shit. I'm the man in the mirror, is you hearing it? Self-therapy, be my own therapist. Self-therapy, 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 be my own therapist. I'm the man in the mirror, I ain't hearing it.
What's good, Banger? What's good, man?
Yo, what's up, Lamb? What's going on with you? How you living?
Can't never complain. Okay. About to get this thing started. Excuse me, I'm about to cam up in like 2 seconds. I'm being my own therapist.
What's up, people of the world? This your man, D. Banger Thomas.
This landlord.
And this is Be Your Own Therapist. Welcome back to another episode. This is actually our third episode of the comeback. Our second episode back to back. So we decided to pull up today to see what's going on.
Keep it moving for y'all. Make sure we ain't stagnant. That's why I had on the top of it, I was going to rate today's episode. It was really, our topic was consistency.
Consistency, yeah, that's consistency, right?
Indeed.
Yeah, that's epic for me. You know, that's crucial for me. And non-complacency.
Okay. Indeed.
For
but
real.
like you was getting back because you let everybody know exactly what you was telling me about the female imprisonment situation. You know how you got to re-explain it to them because we, like you said, this our third episode back. So you know they probably thought that we fell out the loop or we stopped things to let them know what was going on.
All right, so more or less, I'll give a little brief history right quick. So early part of this year, we were recording Be Your Own Therapist, all right, and through this organization that provided me with employment since I came home December of 2019, they have an organization underneath their banner that deals with criminal justice. So I was actively involved in that early part of this year. I was able to play a part in lobbying for the treatment not jail bill. So with me doing that, we had an episode of the podcast shortly after that, maybe the next day. I don't even recall how many days after it was, but it was close enough in the time frame that it was still fresh on me, fresh in my mind and my energy. So when I came on the podcast and I spoke about it, the brother Hogg, he heard the jubilance, the energy. He heard all that in my voice. So he was motivated and he said, "Yo, Banger, I got a bro out in Vegas. He does something like that. I'm gonna see if I could connect you." So what was fire was that he connected me to the brother Jagata out in Las Vegas, Nevada. So what Gator and his partner were doing is that they started an organization, don't quote me, Mass Liberation Nevada, and they bail out black moms on Mother's Day, specifically on Mother's Day, not just on Mother's Day. So So once I heard that, once Hall connected Gator and Gator told me that, I was like, oh, that's fire, and that spark, because mind you, the spark had already occurred with the criminal justice. And not for nothing, but it definitely doesn't define her. But my mother was incarcerated when I was a child. So I'm a child of a former incarcerated parent. Happened to be my mom. She had a 15 to life sentence. She got a governor's pardon. She earned her degree, came home, and was very successful. So he told me that spoke volumes to me. We started building on that, and he basically gave me a blueprint on how to get it started on the East Coast, not being a branch underneath them, but just in my own lane, however it came to be. So long story short, that organization that I mentioned that was underneath the banner, they we had a rally. We happened to have a rally, and it was supposed to be in public, but due to the weather, it was on Zoom. That rally was organized by a women's organization. There was a female in our group that was a part of that organization. What Pat did, what the podcast did, was it helped bring out, that personable characteristic that I have within that I don't always utilize. So I went to the sister and I asked her, I said, this is the idea that I have. Do you think you would be able to connect me to someone in your organization? She took me right up the chain of command, which was fire. So she took me up the chain of command, had a meeting with them. I told them what was on my heart and what was the goal. Next thing I know, I didn't think I did an exceptional job in the meeting. It was my first time in that type of situation, but I had an impact on them to where they invited me to their Mother's Day rally to speak. So I spoke at their Mother's Day rally. I mentioned the corporation that I founded, nonprofit, Reliable Referrals and Marketing, and Bail Out Black Moms. So since that time, long story short, since that time, my go-to person outside of my immediate circle within my family is my aunt, one of my aunts. So she's connected to a plethora of individuals, professional individuals on, different levels. I expressed what was on my goal and everything. She helped me organize the speech for the rally, and I asked her to assist me with the project. Doing what she does, even in her 70s, she spearheaded the whole movement, basically. She got in contact with a chaplain on the island. On Rikers Island, it's called the Rosen Zinger Center. That's the female jail. They call it Rosie's. So she got in contact with a chaplain. She got in contact with a higher ranking CO, depth captain, and put the whole plan together, basically. So we fast forward now to December. The goal was to have our first candidate bailed out.
Sorry. I don't want to interrupt you. You already went to December. That's meaning December now.
Yeah, this December, pardon me.
Could you go back to the actual event that they asked you to participate with?
Yeah, what did you know? What
the actual public speaking event that you went with?
The Mother's Day rally.
Yeah, can you tell us a little bit about that? I'm sorry.
Yeah, so basically it was the weekend of Mother's Day. It was the Friday before Mother's Day. Mother's Day was on a Sunday this year. And it was a Friday before Mother's Day. And it was down, pardon me, but there's a park not far from 100 Center Street. And that's where they held the rally. It was on New York One News, as a matter of fact, a clip or whatever, however long of a segment, they had on there basically. But they were speaking out against, in regards to the conditions in Rosie's and how Rosie's is getting shut down in a couple years from now. I'll be able to recap and give all the specific details and come back to it on a
Right, you're
better.
on point.
But But basically, Rosie's is getting ready to shut down. So the rally was to bring attention to the shutdown of Rosie's, how the women are going to be dispersed all over in different facilities. They're going to be mixed with males or whatever the case may be as far as the situation. And also how they just have to have better conditions. So in the midst of that rally is when I spoke. I mentioned reliable referrals and marketing, and I mentioned bailout black mothers. I gave them a fragment of my life story, in regards to my mother and how my family had raised me, and the values and things that they instilled in me.
Excuse me.
Even though I didn't adhere to them or uphold them all throughout my growth and development. But you train a child in the way they should go, they'll go back to it, basically. So that's that's the path that this put me back on. And I basically, I did something that the average doesn't do. The average deals with however they deal with their parents' situation. I took that on my back, which it is what it is now. But in hindsight, life would have been extraordinarily different for me had I not. But I absorbed both my parents' lifestyles, and it wasn't for me to do. My father had an addiction that he battled on and off throughout my childhood, and my mother was incarcerated. So I engulfed my brain into their world, and that had a major impact and effect on me. And it wasn't visual, it wasn't like, I was truly I was affected, but in a different way, more emotionally than physically or what have you. But so all of this has been therapeutic for me. Hence, we have Be Your Own Therapist.
Mm-hmm.
So that was in May. Over the course of the summer is when the committee was organized for the bailout. A fund was not a fund, but
Budget.
a budget, a fund,
Donation.
fundraiser was organized where donations were basically given, towards this cause. So as I mentioned, my aunt, she spearheaded that, and we were able to get connected to some great people within the facility. And I say great because they were on board for the movement.
I understand she's your aunt, but do you care to share her name? Because she did, like you say, spearhead the situation. So,
Well,
it's not a must. It's just I was asking,
yeah. My family's very private in that aspect, so she wouldn't really want her name. She wouldn't want her name mentioned in that form as far as that goes. Because like she said, she would have never thought of anything like this on her own. She knows nothing about this. So this was,
you told how important it was, how big a role she played. And,
yeah.
And
she took on that role because she's always been in a leadership management position. And also she took it on because of the compassion and everything that she had for me, and the love and everything she had for me, and how she saw that this was something that I really wanted to accomplish. So even with her spearheading and everything, she continues to say that it's basically my dream, my project, or whatever.
Baby.
Yeah. But basically, just to not to hold you up, The women's organization that I had mentioned earlier, I was emailed a letter. So this is what the letter has said, basically. Um, Dear Mr. Dion Johnson, President, a member of your team reached out to me approximately 1 month ago in regards to housing, and what a true blessing from that conversation as we learned that you were looking to bail out a mother detained at the Rosie M. Zinger Center before Christmas. Once your donors provided all the necessary documents regarding the transaction of funds, we vetted them, and to our delight and satisfaction, they cleared our monumental process successfully. We are humbled and honored that you and your donors thought enough about our organization to aid in this critical work and service you are providing. Due to your vision to create reliable referrals and marketing, bail out Black mothers, and your intentionality and thoughtfulness for Black mothers that is underrepresented and underacknowledged, your generosity and grace allowed a 19-year-old young lady whose bail exceeded $5,000 to be with her children, and without your donors, her release would have not been possible. As stated, she is 19 years old and a survivor of significant trauma and abuse, raised in and out of the foster care system. She had her first child at 15, and at the age of 19 is the mother of 2 children. She has had an extremely difficult time at the Rosie M. Zinger Center. Over the past 8 months, she has been assaulted several times, the last time being last Saturday, where she was jumped by several women who stomped on her head, causing a severe concussion. Previous assaults have resulted in an entire section of her hair being ripped out, so she was chosen out of a number of women candidates as a result of this. Despite the horrors of Rikers Island, she has done her best to focus on positivity and self-improvement. While at the Rosie M. Zinger Center, she's been engaging in supportive services, enrolled in GED classes, and received certificates for every course available to her that aligns with her interests and needs. She is a remarkable and resilient young woman, to say the least. You are a blessing, and we are thankful for your calling and purpose in life. With that said, we are hopeful that you consider bailing out more mothers before the Easter holiday. Prayerfully, if there are more organizations that are passionate like yourself and your ministry that would be willing to contribute to this worthy cause, will be an even greater blessing. Please extend our appreciation and gratitude to your team members who initially reached out. Thank you again for your community care and your thoughtfulness. So another purpose of me wanting to share that with you, Land, and everyone else, you know what I'm saying? Pop, Hog, everyone, is because we're all connected. Like, we're all a part of this, basically. You understand?
Yeah.
It's because of everyone that this was able to take place. Everyone just played their role. And ironically enough, that was the title of the message on this past Saturday's prayer call, is play your role. So it's basically just knowing your role and your position in life. So, and that goes back to my aunt, basically, as far as the role that she played. That's her role. I haven't, I'm over here in myself, and I'm like, I ain't got no call. I ain't got no check-in about this, but it's not about me. It was never about me. She took it and she ran with it and kept going until, it got done. Now, just for the sake of specificity, if that's even a word, but
Okay.
just for the sake of reality, right? There's been a slight holdup in this process, but that letter basically is the forward motion saying that everything is going smoothly and is going to go through.
Okay.
So our prayers and everything, wishes and everything is that, you know, like it said, you know, she is able to get out the system, you know, by Christmas, which is this coming Sunday. You know, New Year's is the following Sunday. So somewhere within that time frame, you know, she will be with her family. Inshallah, God willing, we know he's willing and able, you know. So um that I, yeah, like I said, I just wanted you all to be able to know that, you know, the efforts and everything that we put in, even though life gets in the way, you know, thank God it didn't get in the way of this, you know?
Okay. With that said, a point that we didn't touch on last time when we got on. You know, we fresh, we back right at it. So we forgot the proverb.
Yeah, I was just thinking about that in the beginning of this episode. If we were gonna
Yeah, we definitely got to implement that. That's like something that kind of gets us in tune with what's going on for the day. Kind of get your energy right. Let you know what you're facing. Helps you understand some of the moves that's been made.
yeah, more or less. So so with that being said, we could get right into it. Proverbs 19. This is the word of the Lord. Better is the poor that walketh in it. Better is the poor that walketh in his integrity than he that is perverse in his lips and is a fool. Also, that the soul be without knowledge, it is not good. And he that hasteth with his feet sinneth. The foolishness of man perverteth his way, and his heart fretteth against the Lord. Wealth maketh many friends, but the poor is separated from his neighbor. A false witness shall not be unpunished, and he that speaketh lies shall not escape. Many will entreat the favor of the prince, and every man is a friend to him that giveth gifts. All the brethren of the poor do hate him. How much more do his friends go far from him? He pursueth them with words, yet they are wanting to him. He that getteth wisdom loveth his own soul. He that keepeth understanding shall find good. A false witness shall not be unpunished, and he that speaketh lies shall perish. Delight is not seemly for a fool, much less for a servant to have rule over princes. The discretion of a man deferreth his anger, and it is his glory to pass over a transgression. The king's wrath is as the roaring of a lion, but his favor is as dew upon the grass. A foolish son is the calamity of his father, and the contentions of a wife are a continual dropping. House and riches are the inheritance of fathers, and a prudent wife is from the Lord. Slothfulness casteth into a deep sleep, and an idle soul shall suffer hunger. He that keepeth the commandment keepeth his own soul, but he that despiseth his ways shall die. He that hath pity upon the poor lendeth unto the Lord, and that which he hath given will he pay him again. Chasten thy son while there is hope, and let not thy soul spare for his crying. A man of great wrath shall suffer punishment, for if thou deliver him, yet thou must do it again. Hear counsel and receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in the latter end. There are many devices in a man's heart, nevertheless the counsel of the Lord that shall stand. The desire of a man is his kindness, and a poor man is better than a liar. The fear of the Lord tendeth to life, and he that hath it shall abide satisfied. He shall not be visited with evil. A slothful man hideth his hand in his bosom, and will not so much as bring it to his mouth again. Smite a scorner, and the simple will beware, and reprove one that have understanding, and he will understand knowledge. He that wasteth his father, and chaseth away his mother, is a son that causeth shame, and bringeth reproach. Cease, my son, to hear the instruction that causeth to err from the words of knowledge. An ungodly witness scorneth judgment, and the mouth of the wicked devoureth iniquity. Judgments are prepared for scorners, and stripes for the back of fools. This is the word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Amen.
Amen. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Anything that you caught that applied to the date, well, today's topic, consistency.
not so much as the consistency part, but the wise counsel scripture, heeding in counsel, because you had said something to me prior to us going live, and that's the scripture that I thought of when I was like, well, if you want me to, I'll do it. Like basically, like I heed the counsel. And then the other one that I connected with was a child like chasing away his mother. He that wasteth his father and chaseth away his mother is a son that causeth shame and bringeth reproach. I've been in that position before where I've caused shame. So those two what spoke out to me. But as far as consistency, what also that the soul be without knowledge, it is not good, and he that hasteth with his feet sinneth. Um that one.
Explain what you think the terminology of that is, because I don't know what to really take from that. He that
Also,
was
that
that basically saying him that sit on his ass is
that's how I looked at it.
all
He
right.
he that hasteth, like he that hasteth is
Hesitate.
that's how I saw it. That's how I interpreted it. He that hasteth with his feet.
Yeah,
So that's basically not getting up and
yeah.
going.
You lackadaisical. Your ass don't actually get up, and you're not about action.
Yeah,
Just making
exactly.
sure I'm saying
Yeah,
what I'm basically taking from it. So I don't want to say it
yeah.
like,
He
yeah, I
that
know exactly. Him who hasteth.
yeah,
Yes, I know.
yeah, and he that hasteth with his feet sinneth. So that's how I interpreted that. Yeah, so
Which basically could be consistent.
yeah,
There's no such thing as lackadaisical,
yeah, that's a fact.
regardless of what it may be. So when you say, yeah, you say, well, yo, when the next one, and it goes right now.
Yeah, right.
Some form of fashion, just being consistent.
Yeah, just being consistent, man,
And
and
get us back to where we know exactly where we at.
yeah, and then and then breaking that complacency spell.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be complacent,
Yeah.
especially not in the wrong things.
Yeah, because that's the first thing I'm thinking about. Like, come on, y'all niggas want to get on or not? Because if not, I'm going to throw on a 2K. I'll be on there for another week. Because once the nigga get on there, then I see what my rank is. I see other niggas. Then I start looking good. Now I got to get this. I got the now I'm thinking I'm practicing for the A. I'm playing like these niggas about to give me a check or something. Y'all don't see
Right?
my stats? Look
Yeah,
at me.
right.
Mad in the game. Y'all ain't passing me the ball. They don't know who they playing with. I just don't pop up. I'm ready to befriend you just so I can be number one.
Yeah,
And come on, like, so and just the things that you feed your energy into. That's why I said it's time to start writing and getting back into anything. 'Cause even if you take 45 minutes and you handle what you got to do and you get that off your chest, and you don't know how helpful that may be later on in your day. Just even trying to figure out how we want everything to work, how everything is going, how everything blend, how you supposed to fix everything, how you gotta, you feel me? Like all that's helping. Like and you figure out another task every time you go on. Because I'll be sitting here while I'm talking or doing something, I'm trying to figure something out. I'm trying to say, "Oh, hold on, my voice was sounding funny, but I'm sounding like that. I'm low. I sound like I'm chopping in. So every moment, it's it's helpful.
yeah.
That's why I don't mind taking a minute out and be like, yeah, let me get up on it. Because I know if I get on it, once I get it right and everything is, where it's supposed to be, then it's no looking back.
Now that's a fact. Forward motion.
Yeah. They could play around and you trying to figure something out and the things not working right away, and then you keep playing around and you don't stay on it, you lose that information, even though it be right there.
Yeah,
I turned on the MPC. I was like, yo, what the fuck? What I gotta do it again? How do you start to make a beat? And fuck that shit. I'll learn it next month.
yeah.
Gotta stay consistent. That was the whole thing about it. Determination, consistency. I'm trying to figure out exactly what the hell going on with my mic as I'm going through it. I'm not like trying to let it go on and say, yo, all right, let me see now. Yeah, there I go. I think I'm a little, yeah, there I go. See it, all right. I gotta stay in that zone, but all right, I'm cool now. Before I felt like I gotta yell if I wasn't talking directly into the mic. That shit wasn't picking me up. Now I feel like it's picking up too much.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, that might, but it might work for what we doing.
Yeah, it serves its purpose.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel a little better now. A nigga don't feel like I'm breaking in and out. But it do seem too loud now because I can hear everything that's going on. So I gotta find my midway and work with that. Yo, so what you had planned for the day?
Yeah, for the rest of the day or earlier today?
For the rest of the day, you already completed earlier.
Yeah, more or less. I'm just gonna wind down and get ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow I have to go out. Tomorrow I have to go out the house and everything, and so that's basically what I'm doing for the rest of the day.
Okay, how did that situation work with the job? They called you back yet?
Oh well, I'm scheduled to start the new position in January, but I'm actually going into the office tomorrow and Wednesday to to start the preparation for me officially stepping into that role. So that's basically what I'm focusing on,
Congratulations.
among other things. Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations. I might change my mic because this shit is feeling like it's too airy for me. I don't even now. You feel me? That should sound too airy.
I hear what you mean.
I just gotta figure it out.
I only hear it now that you said something.
Yeah, like it's bothering me and I can't get past it. I'm fucking up the stream with that. I don't mean to do it because it probably don't sound like that on the stream.
Yeah, it's probably not as noticeable, but because you have the ear for it, you picking up on it.
Yeah, and I got it running through other shit, so it's like now I hear that coming through. I mean, it's waiting to see if Papa was gonna pop up. He was talking. I figured out the way where we can do the calls too. So
I bet that's what's up.
So what's fucked up is I call Papa right now, see, put him on the spot. So I'm gonna put him on the spot right now. This is me calling Papa. He probably gonna send me straight to watch how he talk to you like you aggravating him.
Or you just won't talk at all.
He might be having one of those sleep moments.
2.
Once they start going to that number shit, I gotta go. I can't let y'all understand. Papa probably hit me right back now. Yo, send me the link like you didn't send the links out. But this is just the consistency stages of us really staying forward with it and trying to get everything back in the queue and make sure everything, work proper. I went and got this T-Mobile internet stand. I was going to tell you about this shit real fast, banger. Now, what provider you got? What's your provider? You hear all that echo? I'm gonna fix all that shit though. What's the provider you have? Your phone provider.
T-Mobile.
Good. Now you go there, and for $35 you add this on your bill, right? And it's $25 a month. But what is this? This is your own internet tower.
Oh, word.
So now you ain't got to worry about the cable or nothing and this, that, and the third, whatever the fuck all that. I got this for the internet thing. Hook everything up to this, and I ain't got to worry about no motherfucking cable company. And then I just $25 a month on my motherfucking phone, and we gravy.
Oh, word. Okay.
5G, they give you your own tower. It got a little two ports in it. Simple.
Oh, okay. That's fire.
Yeah, I was about to get this shit back. I was like, I could always use more internet. Fuck it. Yeah, that's it. I might as well stay still because this is terrible with sound. This is the most terriblest sounding. I have to fix this shit. This shit is on my nerve. Why is it doing it? Voice settings. Yo. Sound a little better though. Yo. I don't want to fuck it up. I want to see what Now I gotta figure out my EQs. That's all. Nah, but yeah, that shit sound it sounded way better just a minute ago. When I was just playing with it, I gotta figure out my EQs though. I could see that. Yo. Yo. Yo, banger.
Yo.
Yeah. That'll take away, even though, let me see something. This should be crazy. Yo, banger.
Yo.
You can hear me?
Yeah, it just sound lower.
Now it sound lower. But it don't sound as clogged, it just sound lower. Hold on.
There's an echo on it.
Yo. Yeah, man, this shit's crazy. You gotta fix these shits though. Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out. I ain't gonna really figure it out. I'm gonna go to YouTube and I'm gonna put, why do my shit sound echoey? How do I fix this on this device? Put this, your threshold gotta be here, your this is gotta be here, your that gotta be there, and as soon as you fit it, then you'll get your mic sounding like you wanted it to sound. Thank you. How do I wish you can YouTube this nickel? Oh man. Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn, I'm trying to see how shit.
Okay.
We gonna have a tuning in session where we get all this shit straight. Bang, I ain't gonna hold you on for too long because I got prior engagements too. So this is landlord.
This your man D Banger Thomas, people of the world.
And this is Be Your Own Therapist. Stay consistent with us, and believe me, episodes like this won't happen no more. I love the content what we was talking about, but I'm just talking about as far as the technical difficulties. I don't appreciate that.